Hi, I'm Manda McKay. I'm a professional artist, and I'm making these videos to give you tips to help enhance your creativity. Today, I would like to talk about a simple tip that will help you experience the world in a more artistic manner. And since humans tend to be more visual than other species, we tend to navigate by sight rather than echolocation or smell. I'm going to start by focusing on the visual aspect, but what I call your innermost eye is the part of you that seeks beauty and can see the beauty everywhere. And that's what I would like to start with, is talking about how to open your innermost eye. And again, this is the part of you that would look for beauty even if you're looking at something ugly. And the more you can see the beauty in things, the more you'll be experiencing the world as an artist. So how do you do this? How do you open your innermost eye? Well, the way to do this is look at something that is very visually unappealing, in other words, something very ugly to you, and try to find at least one thing about it that is visually appealing. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's the shape, but is there anything in this, whatever this ugly thing is that you're looking at, or something very unappealing, is there anything beautiful or at least pretty about it? And let me give you an example. I found a white feather in the woods, and it was a very beautiful feather. I don't know what kind of bird it came from, but it kind of looked like maybe it came from a dove. But anyway, I took some pictures of the feather as it was out there in the woods, just on the ground, the way that I found it. But then I started thinking, well, what's a different way that I could show this? Is there anything more interesting? And I came across something on a log, and believe it or not, I have to get right out and say it, as far as I know, it was bird crap, and probably from a hawk. But the way that this bird crap looked, it really just looked like white paint. It was actually solid white, and it was like somehow somebody had put like a blob of pure white paint out here on a log in the woods. And so I positioned the white feather next to this white blob and took a picture of it, and it came out pretty well. And I posted it online, and I figured that somebody would call me out on this and be like, hey, do you know what that white thing is? Actually, nobody did. People remarked on how beautiful the feather was, and they had no idea out of context that they were looking at something that would actually be considered disgusting. I mean, come on, it's bird crap. But it was actually a beautiful white color, and so it was an unexpected composition to have that with the white feather. And again, people really thought that it was beautiful. So if you're looking at something that's ugly or disgusting even, is there something pretty about it? If you took it out of context and you didn't know what it was, would you think that it was beautiful? And so that definitely worked, believe it or not, for this pure white blob. As long as you didn't know what it was anyway, it looked beautiful. And so you can do this with your other senses as well. With hearing, is there a sound that's really unappealing to you? And if so, is there something about it that you can come up with that maybe sounds good? This might be a little bit easier to do with a song that you don't like. Is there some song that you can't stand? I won't say what some of those songs are for me right now, lest they wind up in my head. But if you can think of the song that you really dislike, but find just one thing that you like about it, one thing that sounds good about it. Maybe it's just like one isolated drum fill, I don't know. But anything where you can appreciate that there is some beauty in the song. And then the same thing, you can do this with your other senses, although I guess maybe when it comes to taste, maybe be a little bit careful there about what you're actually tasting. But again, you're trying to find something appealing in whatever it is that is initially very unappealing. And this is, for all of us, even if this is something that you practice a lot, this can still be a challenge. So it's worth trying to work on this anytime that you can. And if you find yourself reacting negatively to the way something looks or sounds or smells or whatever, can you find something in it that is actually appealing? Can you see it with your innermost eye and find a way to seek the beauty in it? And this will really help you experience the world in a different manner. And I think that this is something that the more artistic people, the ones who are more naturally creative, are actually just doing without thinking about it. So try to think about it and try to seek beauty and just look at the world with your innermost eye or your innermost ear, whatever. And I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised, and this will help you just experience the world in a whole new way that will in turn help enhance your creativity. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this technique a try and let me know what you think in the comments. And again, my name is Manda McKay, and thank you so much for watching.